Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's cottage. I had very busy sewing 2 weeks. I didn't accomplish that much, but one outfit, two garments caused a lot of troubles while sewing. And I will tell you about my adventures in a minute. First, big thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for organizing hashtag Friday Sews. I absolutely love watching Friday Sews videos. They're one of my favorites. The second thing, what I'm wearing is Simplicity 8014 that I made last year in collaboration with Michelle Sewing Bunny. We both wanted denim style dresses and we went for two different big four patterns, and I absolutely love mine. I've been wearing it tons and I definitely need to make another one. The fabric is cotton twill I got in Ecobee. Unfortunately it's sold out because if she would have more I would get more. First, what I wanted to share with you is the graduation outfit I made for Alice's graduation. I will pop the picture somewhere here or here of me and her in my outfit. Graduation ceremony was beautiful. Alice won a special award in name of Leah Taffy, Princess Leah. Uh, she was a little girl in our community who passed away a long time ago. Um, She fought cancer very bravely, and every year in our school there is a special award of friendship awarded to the students that shows most kindness, who is the friendliest, who is always there for people who need her or him. And Alice won that award this year. She was so surprised. Oh God, she was extremely surprised, and she is very proud of herself because it's extreme honor. We are so proud of her, and actually it shows that, like, it makes me feel that I'm doing something right, if you know what I mean, in matter of raising decent human being. So yeah, I'm very proud of her. Of course I had to cry during ceremony because of why I wouldn't, and the teachers had so many nice words to say about her whole class, and the ceremony was great. So now let's get on with my outfit. So I used fabric I got in so in Anglaise. It's like a cornflower blue Broderie Anglaise, and I made two items. I will show you skirt first. Oh, and I wore my outfit, while I remember, styled with red nails, red shoes, and red bag. Actually, I will show you my bag. Here is my bag. Uh, I have this bag since, like, I think at least 15 years. I rarely wear it because I treasure it and it's a special bag. So many years ago, way before we had Alice, Kris and I and a few of other friends went sightseeing and for a weekend away to Killarney, and there's a place called there Muckross House, which is beautiful, kind of like a period house where you can go and have a tour inside. It was just fabulous. And on the side, they have their sheep and they do their own tweed, or at least they used to. And they have the shop called Muckross Weavers. Basically, they sell stuff made from the tweed that they are making. And I fell in love with that bag. It wasn't cheap. It was like, for my standards, it was crazy expensive. But now, looking from a point of view, when I know how much handmade stuff cost, I don't think they ask for enough, because I think it was something like 50 quid. In fairness, 15 years ago, it was a lot, way more than it is now. Anyway, Kris saw how much I love that bag and he got it for me. and I've been cherishing it since then, and I only pull it for very special occasions. But the red in the back and the tiny bit of blue in the tweed, plus the red shoes, plus the red nails, although they're chipping already, and red lipstick, and I had blue jewelry, everything went perfectly together, and I felt very put together. When on a daily basis you wear trousers or shorts or skirt and t-shirt or tracksuit or even leggings most days, uh, when you actually put a little bit of effort and people do notice, and I got a lot of compliments, it makes you feel a little bit extra. But let's start with my makes and uh, what were the parts of the outfit. So I used two simplicity patterns, actually one simplicity, one new look. For the skirt, I used 1887 and I used VOD. I slightly changed the method of doing a skirt, like the waistband in the skirt, because I did not like the way the waistband was finished according to the instructions. So here's my skirt. I painstakingly, and I mean it was pain in the butt, but I trimmed the fabric to get the scalloped edge. Then and then I cut it out. I trimmed the fabric first. I used one of the Specky seamstress labels inside. I lined everything with cotton I got from Love Fabric Ireland, and I slightly changed how the waistband goes. Normally, gathers go up to edge of the pocket, and in future makes that's what I will do. But I was so cautious of gathering this fabric. I wasn't sure how it will look gather over the hip, will not that create too much bulk because it had lining as well. I decided to gather from the side seams only. Pockets are great. I absolutely love pockets. I've been asked by few people, "Oh my God, does it have pockets?" Of course it does. Why I would make something without pockets? But anyway, so I have pockets. Um, I did a boo boo, actually not a boo boo, but when I was constructing the skirt, I realized, okay, I need to use the interfacing on the front waistband. Broderie Anglaise does have holes. Therefore, how I will apply interfacing so there is no interfacing visible. I haven't seen blue interfacing anywhere. And in fairness, even if I would see, it wouldn't be something I can get on a short notice. So I thought, okay, let's troubleshoot this. So first I apply interfacing as per instructions to the back, also basically to the facing, so this part. But when I put it through, it was just too visible. I didn't like it whatsoever. So I thought, okay, I removed the interfacing, and then I thought, okay, let's think again what I can do. And I thought, okay, maybe if I will apply interfacing to the front and then cut out all the holes, so there's no interfacing on the holes. And that's what I did. Kris decided I'm crazy because it took me ages, but I did cut every single little hole so there's no interfacing picking around. And because I wasn't sure how the um, seam allowance will line up, I actually did cut everywhere where visible interfacing. It took me hours, but I'm very happy with the result. Then for the back, I use black waistband, black elastic, and I use thick elastic because I didn't have enough of the narrow elastic that would be narrow enough that I can fit in two rows. And I didn't want to mess around with white because when I tried one, white, it was way too visible. So I used the black elastic and it fits fine, it looks okay. And I absolutely love this skirt. I'm already planning another one, and I'm planning shorts and trousers from the same pattern because it's very comfortable. Now for the top. So here's my top. On the picture you will see me wearing, I did hat top tuck in because Alice decided that it looks better tucked in than when it's flowy. I think I will wear it with high-waisted trousers, something with contrast, or with jeans, or with another skirt, so I can wear it outside. But basically, um, it was just hitting me on the high hip instead of on high waistband like I originally planned, and that was the problem. And unfortunately, there was no chance I can shorten it because of how the pattern on the fabric is. However, I do love this top. I use New Look 6217. That was first time I made this fabric. I made this pattern, silly me. So I did the top version. Yeah, they both are actually B. I did change it a little bit. First, I added, uh, let me think, I did FBA using Nancy Zeman method, and I added 1.25 inches to each side seam. Then, so both for the front, so 2.5 inches for the front, 2.5 inches for the back. Now I see that I didn't need to add as much for the back. I could get away with adding 3/4 inch for the back, but um, I did as per method. When I tried it on, it was lying a little bit too low, so I took another 1/2 inch on the shoulder seams and I just sewed it down to nothing at the end. I added a cuff made out of the scalloped edge of that fabric, and to add the cuff, I took almost an inch of each of the armholes. Like, I didn't want them to be too long and droopy. I omit the back closure, so there's supposed to be an opening here with the what it's called, with the button, but I just basted and I tried it on first. I tried it on without the opening and it went through my head, no problem whatsoever. So I decided there's no point of adding a button to the back. Next time I will change neckline a little bit and then I will add the button at the back. But for the moment, I absolutely love this top. I love how it turned out. I love how the color looks on me, and it will be TNT for sure for future makes. I also made t-shirts for Alice that will be entered into So Fruity Challenge. I will pop the picture here. I can share here. I will wait till Monday to share on Instagram. And that's all the things that I made. So the t-shirt for Alice is one of the October magazine patterns. I don't remember which number, but I'll pop the picture somewhere here. She tried it on, she wore it. It was part of her graduation gift, and she absolutely loved it. So it's in the wash now, and I've been suggested to try to make her another one with the remnant of that fabric combined with something else because she loves it so much. Of course, I wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't get something. I haven't bought any patterns, but I'm eyeing new pattern that's coming from Ellie and Mac, and I think it will be something cute for summer. So I will be checking this out when it's live. And I got some labels from Cozy Handmade. Of course, I got standard card, which is lovely, and then there was a um, postmark label attached. I got 3 packets, so I will show you the first one. So this one is with slugs or snails and sloths. Basically, it's very slow fashion, and I absolutely love them. Um, if you didn't know, I used to be terrified of snails, slugs. I would have almost reaction like uh, people with arachnophobia have for spiders. I would freak out if I saw too many of them. Sometimes, if I saw one just crawling across from me, I would freeze. But this year, I don't know what happened. After being in Poland, there was a switch in my head that said, I'm done um, with a lot of things, and I'm done with being afraid of slugs. And Kris was always teasing me over being afraid of slugs and snails. So when I saw the labels with snails, I had to buy them. I also got two mixed packets. So one is the new release of the summer packet, and the second one was just the mix of the random. I also got two fabrics. The first fabric I got is cotton with a bit of lurex. I got in so in an ace, and I absolutely love it. It's quite lightweight. I did consider it first for doing t-shirts in Simplicity 1887 and then matching top because I have 2 meters. But since then I spotted something on Pinterest and I'm considering doing this for Pattern Hackathon. So I'll pop the picture here. It's basically the funny way the yoke is done, and I think stripes on this would be fabulous. So I haven't decided on the pattern or anything yet. It's just a concept in my head, so I'm gonna see how I can work on it. And the last fabric I got was in Fabric Outlet. I got this gorgeous magenta cotton. It's like a, I think it's cotton linen mix, to be honest, from how it feels, and it has good drape but also good weight. And I bought 3 meters of it. It's extra wide, so that's more than plenty of fabric for the wearable twill of Monica dress. I actually can't wait to make that pattern. I do need to check the pattern pieces and see if I want to print them out or do I want to send it out for printers. I do have a feeling that I will send it out to be printed because the pattern pieces are relatively long from what I remember, and I don't know if I'm in a mood for sticking so many pages together. My sewing plans for next week. Actually, not next week, today, tomorrow, a little bit, and probably a little bit on Sunday, and then we'll see how the next week looks like. Um, I'm gonna work on another t-shirt for Alice in the strawberry fabric. I have a bit remnant left. I think it's perfect amount for a color blocking with the lime green I have in my stash remnant as well. And I think I have some of that raspberry red or raspberry pink, whatever its color, that strawberries are in. So I'm gonna try to work on something cute, maybe a tie front option, we'll see. And then I will be working on a dress for Project Dress a Girl that also will be entered to Sew Fruity Challenge. And if I have enough time on my fancy apron, we will see. I want to finally finish the bag I'm making using Adam Sew's pattern, and then I will be working on some summer clothes for me. I decided to make few pieces with a little bit of blue, like either cobalt blue or cornflower blue, in the print to go well with my new top and skirt, so I can mix and match to look a little bit more polished, from time to time. I have few fabrics in my stash that I'm planning to use, and I will be working on those plans. So I need to prepare the patterns, etc. And with doing sway back, full bust, and narrow shoulder, etc., it takes time to prepare the actual pattern pieces. But that will be something that I will be working for the rest of next week. I will be also preparing my video for Pattern Hackathon. I cannot wait for this challenge. It's a brilliant challenge organized by Kris Unsewcial. I will leave the link to the video with all the description, etc. It's a judged challenge, and there are tons of categories. There are like 28 sponsors and a lot of prizes, and Kris put so much effort into it. So I do hope you will join the challenge and you will now live update. As you can see, I got my haircut. My hairdresser is back from maternity leave, and I'm delighted. I finally feel like myself again. What else? Alice is finishing school today. We have very low-key plans for the summer. She's starting a secondary school in end of August. She's a bit nervous about that, so we want to make this summer fun. She's going on few scouting camps and few other scouting activities. She is going on a playball camp and hopefully one more. We are planning visiting friends and doing sightseeing and doing fun things. Of course, a lot of it is weather dependent. Therefore, my time for sewing will be more limited than it was over last few months. So I'm not sure if I will be able to do weekly catch-up videos or if there will be even anything to share, because there might be weeks when I will just be able to dust my machine and do nothing else. But I do hope to come up with some other content to come over and share with you. I almost forgot. On the 5th of July, I'm attending Unsewcial, so that's following Saturday. We are meeting at Ross's in So in Nice at 10. If you are interested, please contact Ross. I will leave the Instagram, her profile on the Instagram down below, so you can contact her directly if you would like to book a place. It's always great fun and I cannot wait. So that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I wonder, do you have any sewing plans? Is summer time when you get to sew more or less? I'm very curious of your answers. Thank you for watching and don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I would appreciate if you share the love. It always helps my channel. Happy sewing and don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Bye!